The music industry is in a doldrum. Dancehall has lost its sense of innovation.
So
We are the capital of reggae, the originator of reggae, yet we don't have one decent place in Jamaica for a seated show of 1,000 with a minimum capacity of 1,000. European promoters are spending their time to sabotage the new and emerging artists who are coming into their space.
Yardman Podcast are the one.
yeah, man.
Yardman Podcast are the one.
Yeah, man.
Yardman Podcast are the one. Yardman Podcast are the one. The Yardman Podcast.
Tell him
Tell
now.
about the Yardman Podcast. Yardman Podcast. Tell about the Yardman Podcast.
Boom, Davin and Tonil back again with the #1 Jamaican podcast in Murcia, Spain.
#1 Jamaican podcast in Europe.
And we're definitely going for the world. One country at a time, 1 year at a time, 2 yai
One
bars
at
at
a
a
time.
time. And today we're there with none other than Lloyd Laing.
Mr. Reggaeology.
Yeah, man, him there in the building by virtual means, which is the future, it seems. Lloyd is a Jamaican music business analyst, data strategist, cultural commentator. He's known for merging the numbers and having some very sharp and hot takes on reggae and dancehall. If you want somebody to tell you it real as it is with numbers to back it up, that is Lloyd Reggaeology, Laing. And today we have him for an hour. We have an honest, concise conversation with him and to learn a little bit and share some knowledge with the people then, because everybody love music, but nobody like the education part of music and the business part of music. People just want to wake up every day, make music, and just make money and live life. Some feel sometimes still. Like the main reason why I'm reach out to you is want somebody interview them on the fix, and the most recent one exactly. I think you were there for over almost 2 hours just to educate people on different thing. And the content we share is an insider in the business. I feel like insiders in the business don't get as much public speaking time as the artists in the business would do. And then the artists don't really share much educational aspects, man, if we're be real. You see me? So my first question to you, Lloyd, is, what is your purpose? And who are you in your words? We normally ask everybody who come on the podcast that. What them true purpose?
My true purpose?
Yeah.
My true purpose and my passion is a personal thing,
Yeah.
Because every man's mission in life is different, and every man's mission is from his own personal perspective. But one part of my mission comes from my background as a country boy. My grandmother was a teacher, my grandfather is a teacher. It's those people raised me. And them teach me that each one teach one, learn and care, keep and share. Right?
Real.
So at the end of the day, that is where the basis of my thing come from. That particular strain of encouragement and elder knowledge that you must learn and share, keep and care. You understand?
I
As an insider, as you said, rightfully said, as an insider in the business, I'm a man I like to ensure that at the end of the day, people know, because there seems to be this dream in a people's mind about what the music business is and how the music business interacts and what it does. And a lot of the times people have it wrong. And so because of that, you try to step out and warn people so that at the end of the day, when the shit hits the fan, them can't say somebody never did tell them. You see, I come from a generation where those who know never told us. And we had to fight our way through the dark and buck with toe and figure out and feel our way to the door. And then when you open the door and reach there, guess who is there sitting inside, right at the door? The same person, the same elder that you did look for some advice. And say, oh, you find your way through? And I'm going like, oh, no. I don't want other young you go through that, because that's not a good experience. And especially from me, I'm not an artist. I started out in this business as a songwriter, as an engineer. Enough people don't know that, right? And I got into the back end, the broiler room of the music business, and I saw a lot of things. And I say, as a youth, we go through enough things in our life. I said, no, as a generation, my generation, Generation X, as them say, our generation going to ensure one thing. You see, your generation moving forward, we are going to impart the knowledge. So don't let it be said that Generation X did not impart the knowledge and the wounds, because wounds is enlightenment, in the game of life and building a career. So you can't say when nobody tell you, and you can't say when nobody warn you. Because a lot of the times, from a data scientist aspect, I have tried to forewarn and forearm you. But a lot of people don't listen. Almost 3 weeks ago, I told people the music industry is dead. It's now in its doldrum period. And now we say everybody talking about it. Because as a data scientist, I try to keep our industry forewarned. It's more proactive than reactive. But right now, oh, yeah, tough foolishness, man. 3 months later, but when a white boy like that means I come and say it to you, then on a feel impact it. But when it was forewarned by one of our own, when it wasn't proactive. So, as I always say, we're in a stage right now where for a year I was giving and imparting to people knowledge. It's because I realized what's going to happen for the next 16 months. And right at this stage, the arc done build. So it's going to be now a reactive moment for a lot of artists. And it's going to be a purging moment for the industry, because a lot of people not going to survive this period of the Zabolian theory.
What's happening in the next 16 months?
The music industry is in a doldrum. So nothing is going to happen unless somebody does something different. You understand? The expectation for us to come out of this doldrum is September 2027.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see, the numbers are already showing it. The reports from Luminate are already showing it. The music industry is in a doldrum.
Why
It's
is that?
5 years that Jamaica don't have a hit song for the summer in 5 years. 5 years.
I feel
and
like
one
them
song
big
that we have this year is a Nigerian. We catch on to our artists on it.
Yeah. I said them
Because
a big
they
hit
knew
song this summer.
that if Mali didn't run away on our own, a year we don't have grumble all the Nigerian, them take with thing, them so they're very smart when them catch on Sensei and Mali. And yeah, they must very smart when them catch on skill. You understand?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a hit song. Look to the point, the Nigerian, them sorry for we and give a piece of summer.
You know.
But that's really what happened. She didn't ever need sking and she never needs skilly. But she put on and did what she had to do. You get me?
Yeah. Feel like we're bigger hit song for this summer so bad. Everybody else
we
want
get
to
a patch pana hit song for the summer. That is the correct statement.
No, we don't have one.
And probably that's why, me not take none from Elephant Man, but him get him song for the summer.
What are you going to take from Elephant Man? The summer done from the first week of August.
Back to school already.
So there's nothing to take from Elephant Man. What you should note about that in the moment is that it took what these young boys are calling the geriatrics to bring back dancehall.
The geriatrics.
Because if you look at it right now, it is the geriatric members of the dancehall fraternity that is keeping the light going, because the young boys don't have the back for this shit.
I'm not do it.
Yeah.
Why do you think
they
that
don't have the back, because the generations of musicians that are this generation of creatives are soft. They are from a soft generation. So the sound clash, so the sound system business is dying because sounds don't want to clash, because every selector going through them soft period. Artists don't like to listen to management because them going through them soft period. Artists want to follow what them friend doing because them going to do them soft period. Nobody know how to stand them own ground. Everybody's waiting to see what the next man doing and hoping that he can outdo them better and last a little longer, and hoping that he can repeat that on the next trend. That's what's happening in dancehall.
So nothing fresh now come out.
It reached to such a point that YouTube removed trending tracks. Like, let's look at the science, man, and see the reality of what's happening.
But I have a small question. But wouldn't you say that is dancehall though? Beanie Man do something and Bounty Killer say, me can do this better, me show you. And then later you have Merciless come on, you know what I'm saying? The competition between artists.
There is a difference between comparison and competition, sir.
Okay, so you're talking about the comparison. They're comparing and not competing.
These artists are these nowadays purveyors from the soft generation are comparisons. They are sheep. See, back in the days when we had do a juggling, and we listen to a man chop on the juggling, we have go back after we yard and we have to spend 3 days and we have to outright you. It's not trying to sound better than you.
Yeah.
Or trying to a set we are trying to set a new bar based upon the bar where you set. So
Yeah.
me I try to set a new standard for myself. Me not try outright you. Because the bar where you just set for yourself, you just run 9.58. So me want my personal best right now.
Yeah.
True.
There's
True.
no everybody is just mediocre, man. It's so mediocre. Right? Look at it. In the past 10 years, the music has gone from viral and infectious to incomprehensible.
Really see that, yeah.
It's in the music now that we
Yeah.
are selling is income. I mean, at one point it was highly localized, so only we could understand it, and people in the diaspora community could understand it. Now you have a youth named Asian who have a song that nobody actually in the industry outside of our space knows what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, but
But
wasn't
here
that
we
always the
are.
case? But wasn't that always the case? So our Jamaican music normally transcend
No,
the
no,
language.
sir. There's a big difference between broken English and patois.
Mm.
Look at what the music that Shaggy, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Sean Paul. Look at the greats, Bob Marley, broken English, sir. It's not
Not
about
patois.
content. Content without context makes no sense. If you want to sell something to people that don't understand your language, you have to put it into a context and communicate it in a way they can understand. It's plain and simple. But these rocket scientists don't get it off the ground.
What's the last song that did that for you? What's the last song that
Yeah.
got off the ground to the mainstream?
When you mean for me?
Yeah. Based on your analysis and the
Yeah, based on
data
your
behind it.
analysis and standards.
Yeah, which song was the last song? You said we don't have a summer song for 5 years. Which song was
We
that?
have
5
not we
years.
have we have not had a summer song for 5 years. From all right. Put it this way. Name one summer song we have since Cartel do Fever.
Drip
Rough.
was a summer song?
Fever.
Yeah.
That one there. Name that. That are the last good song that we have that represented the following summer, and the following summer, and the following summer. Look at it. Tell me one good song that we have that shake the place like Elephant Man. Dance all night, signal the play, did shake the place.
Rough,
And
yeah.
them the thing that we are talking about. Because
Rough.
guess why? Dancehall has lost its sense of innovation. Dancehall are what the world look to for innovating. You didn't know this? It's not
Yes.
reggae.
Yeah.
Not reggae,
Building
And
block.
dancehall.
dancehall them look to for a little thing for throwing at them swing.
Yeah, man.
And if we stop innovating, guess what? World music slows down. Look at what Afrobeat don't have nothing new because reggae, dancehall has slowed down.
Don't have nothing
Dancehall
new.
they are try follow people at Atlanta. And Atlanta laugh after we because we don't have a trap culture.
You're right.
So when
Name one trap house where you know in Jamaica. Show me one news report we ever said, the Jamaicans was found in the trap house. Man, no man.
No. You know, I always say that, for example, music like reggaeton, Afrobeat, dembo, them take things from our music and them, as you say, them take a little piece or so and then surround it by for them thing, and then make them music and them do them
But
thing.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
If a man left an old couch outside and you decide to take up the old couch from the garbage skip and go reupholster it.
But I always say
and
no.
then you go see the man catch it. Cause remember now, you take up the thing and left it outside of your yard front. Your neighbor cross the road, spot the whole dirty couch where you don't want where your dog piss pan. And your mother wet up on everybody that deal it. And you take it outside and you move it across the road and you look on a little Spanish boy when he man do it and say, look on idiot here.
Until it
Take up
makes
my
it
old
good
garbage and
outside.
you're so proud of it too. That him taking up your old garbage. Cause watch me reach a foreign and he's that little, watch it. And Hispanic I take up my garbage. Watch ya. And then 3 weeks later, when you look, you see man have a pretty blouse and skirt coach in a Dunred colors, in a Mexican colors, in a Spanish colors. And then you dare to walk across the road and tell the man, say, you know, say, my coach that brethren. Come on, man.
It no
Come
work.
on,
It no
man.
work.
Wake up. Wake up.
Lloyd.
Where were the people them who balling down and reggaeton? Where were they when they were when they should have protected their publishing? Why weren't they protecting their intellectual property right then? Why weren't they doing the right things then? And rather than when them reach in a retirement and realize how much money people have made off of what they should have protected is now them running down.
The same thing you say, lack of education of
Yeah,
these things.
and stupidity. Because at the end of the day, when you pursue a case like that and lose, you have enough money to pay the legal fees for the lawyers
You find yourself in a trench.
who are defending their clients in these hundreds of amount of clients. The last person me see that happen to US Embassy bill them embassy pan him when house there right now.
Oh,
Really?
Okay. You
Wow.
forget the whole story behind that JC Lodge song, Someone Loves You Honey, with Charlie Pride. And Charlie Pride don't play
Ah,
around with him thing because the producer of that song decided to name himself as a songwriter.
wow.
I really lack of knowledge of
And
fight.
when Charlie
Yeah.
Pride, a fellow black man, because man say a black man to black man thing, man. Yeah, man. Now, Charlie Pride took house, home, and almost took plaza. Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
oh.
Recently, yes, we do an interview because they share one of the clips them with Julian Manchego, the promoter in Spain, or basically say reggae are dead in Spain. And right now, you are say the data is matching up to what he's saying,
Yeah,
essentially.
because data matches up, yeah?
So with the data matching up, what can we do to revive it in Europe?
Yeah.
Because
You can't
obviously
do
a
nothing
yard
to
in
revive in Europe when European promoters are spending their time to sabotage the new and emerging artists who are coming into their space. You
Explain
know,
that.
you saw what happened at Estrada with Mortimer the other day. You saw what almost happened with Mystic Revealers. You saw what happened at the Vibes Cartel. The European promoters are trying to cut costs, and cut costs are the most important part of the event, which is sound.
Yeah.
And so
That
people are not, they're at the front of the house, you will get the sound. You're at the back of the crowd, you're not here. So our young artists that they are convincing to come to Europe for little and nothing and the opportunities that they are going to expose themselves to a large audience are left rudely disappointed and underpaid, because the fact is these promoters are trying to cut costs to make profit, because when they were doing this it was for a profit business. They were making mint off of dancehall. They were making mint off of the ignorance of Jamaican artists who just wanted to say they come a foreign and make $1,000 a week, right?
okay.
And then the infight in the industry has brought it down to such a point that people don't talk about what's happening on tour. They don't talk about that artist is coming on tour for less than $1,000 a week now.
Yeah, people always shy away from like
And
the
then
prices.
when artists demand more than that, people like those those people, those promoters, ball down the artists them and tell them say
Yeah.
them ungrateful. Because look what we have done for reggae. And it is just colonial, it's just cultural colonialism all over again. But because
Mhm.
our people so hungry to undermine them own, because if them say $1,000 a year, what them European promoters tell you, so when you say no, I'm not coming for $1,000, well, I can find somebody, and believe it or not, they will find a itchy scratchy in a Jamaica who will take $500 for the week.
Just for say them I get the
Just to
opportunity.
take the 2 Instagram pictures to say them are
Then
Europe.
they in a
That Europe them
Paris.
gone.
Yeah.
Enough flex. So what you say? You feel like the artists them need to come together and form some kind of artist union or something?
I think, brother, you don't want me to go right this way, you know.
No man, go right there, so man. That's the
I
business there, you
think
know.
that what I personally think that Babsy Grange has disappointed me particularly. I am heartbroken. By the way, Babsy Grange as one of the largest, personally as one of the owners of one of the largest catalogs in reggae music, Babsy has done the entire music industry a disservice.